Lil Sandman.
Alright, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Jackson to throw on third down. Flush to his right.
What did I do?
And able to find John Brown. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a carry for Allen. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
My middle name, Cheney 6788.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. K1 short. In there to get him for what will be a loss of 13
yards. I got the passes.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a fourth down after the scramble. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Boy, you sure don't see that too often.
I guess you can't really call anything a gimme, but you figure with his track record, that's a sure thing. But it turns out, it's not the case.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 23. Now Newton on first down. Steps away to his left.
Oh, that was
trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
That was stupid. Why throw that like that? I should set up into that bit.
On the final play of this first quarter.
Sit down, y'all. Sit down.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same.
Nigga, you got to play real football. Ain't none more of that fake shit.
That one nearly picked. Second down. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. On second down, McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Man, go sit the fuck down.
And that leads us
How many times I gotta tell you?
And partner, I would guess that in his headset, he was hearing from his coach, it's third
down. Man, Jake is sorry. Blood, I stay pressuring him. Shut the fuck up.
He doesn't get the first down.
I stay pressuring Blood. Blood ain't no factor.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Nigga talking shit. You tell the boy how I popped you 4 times?
Jackson now.
Did you tell him I popped you 4 times in a row?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Oh,
And
you ain't
he'll
told
get
him
it up
that,
to
huh?
the
Yeah,
33-yard
exactly.
line.
You ain't telling that nigga
It's
that,
the first
huh?
time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left.
Huh?
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open.
Ayana, what I
Once
just
the
tell
pressure
you?
forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
To throw on second down, Jackson.
What is it? What did you talk? I ain't lost nothing. I got more wins than losses. I got more wins than losses. What the fuck you talking about? I got more wins than losses. What is niggas talking about?
Third and long. Eluding the pressure right.
I got more wins, like I said, than losses.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback.
Let's talk about what y'all talking about.
Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he survived.
Man, this
back
shit
there.
is totally different. You ain't got no flow while you talking.
That's
The
taken on
fuck?
the 25.
This nigga
Big kick that
crazy.
time, 52 yards. And
Beat
that will
this
come the
nigga 4
offense as they
times in a
take
row.
over.
Hey, Jay.
Beat you 4
Carolina
times in
getting
a
set to
row,
take the
bro.
field. They've got the lead.
Hey, Jay,
Last time they
D-Dub.
had it, though, what's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Do y'all need one?
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give
I'm
us
in Jordan
an
Park right
opportunity.
now.
Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these
How
guys.
is it over
Low
and you've
man
been
wins.
popped?
Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll
I don't
watch that
understand.
leverage on this
I don't
drive.
understand. I don't understand. I don't understand.
On second down, here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore
How could I lose
territory.
something and I got more wins? I don't
Big play
understand
there, the catch and
that.
run, 46
What?
yards.
How many wins do I got? Tell him how many wins I got versus you.
2
And then
minutes
say if I lost
remain
it.
here in the first half.
Tell me that. How many wins?
Back
That's your
with
first
more
win, right?
From Charlotte
Oh,
after
okay.
this. The first red
You're
zone
one.
opportunity
You're
for
1
the
and
Panthers
4.
thus far.
Get the fuck
They've got
out of
first
here.
and
You're
10
1
at the
and 4.
17.
You're 1 and 4.
Newton on first down.
You're 1 and 4. Catch up to
And
what?
here he'll get it down to the 7.
Catch
He'll
up
get
to
10
what?
there all on his own, but
Well,
it'll be
you ain't
second
gonna pay
down.
me.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan
ain't
against
got
this guy
I don't got
because
cash
you know he
out.
can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays.
I don't got cash out.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a
Yeah,
microcosm
but
really of
they
how he can
prefer.
hurt you. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Yeah, it's on my phone, but my card didn't load. It doesn't take my card. I gotta get another card. I gotta get a different card. Is you not listening?
Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. He may try
I'm-
and run for this.
I'm joining on y'all,
Got
Jay.
2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. They'll try the air now with Newton. Flush to his right. Fighting through.
Man, he ain't even touched the fucking game. Damn.
Second goal, last thing you need
What
to
the
do is
fuck?
get pushed
He ain't
backwards and take a
played?
sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to
This
eat it.
nigga act like
and
he
ended
didn't
up on
play
the
it or
ground.
something. Blood, color at me when you play me.
Now
Till then,
Newton
shut the
on 3rd and
fuck
goal.
up.
Being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again. Willie Henry. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Because that's how I click it, you fucking dumb.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this.
Look. Here. Y'all need to see every fucking thing, don't y'all? Oh, I can't even go in this show on me. Fucking bums. Fucking bums.
Time on the clock. Probably just sit on it, and we'll see
these two teams go to
niggas
that I've been strapping. Man, I don't get it. I don't get that. Like,
either
shut
side
the
of
fuck
the ball.
up.
Just
I didn't
go
beat
ahead
both
and
of you
finish up the
niggas.
half
Like,
and get
what
on
the
out and
fuck?
talk about it.
Deuce, I got more wins. Catch up. More wins. This is my first time playing with the Vikings. That's the first time me playing with the Vikings, bro.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
Good.
Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're physical.
We all like
just saw
Drake.
there on that play. It came in and made the contact just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass here now,
This nigga
second and 10.
This nigga D-Dub player got braids. D-Dub player got braids. That nigga got cornrows straight to the back. And a headband. Looking like AI.
You're watching the NFL audio. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime.
I'm trying to take this 9-13.
A sip of water real quick, please. Thank you. All right, let's go. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna have to get this. She is bored.
Important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive.
Bitch, you haven't been fucked from a distance?
To start a game. A lot of them start the second half.
Thompson in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roll
that shit work.
Game. The way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That shit work.
Get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ooh. Hey. And it worked every time.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on second.
But like you can't just say that off the dribble though.
And he'll be a couple yards
You can't just say that off the dribble.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's
Yeah,
third down.
that's a LA bitch. Who you say that to? How you say that? How you say that to a LA bitch? She gonna wanna she gonna wanna get it back and pass.
They go play action with Jackson.
I need
Gets it
this.
to Brown, complete. The Ravens get a
Where she at? She in
give them
Vegas?
17 on that pickup.
No, she not in Vegas. She in Nairobi.
It can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not
She
on
from
that one.
Hennessy,
Everything
man?
came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Her nipples all out. Nipples pierced and some more shit. Hey,
They'll
bitch.
run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Nah, she probably got a nigga.
Fastest
Or
running
she
back got
active.
88 speed. 89, that's sad. Oh, 89?
Loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Detroit!
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Julius Peppers in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's going for the deep ball.
What the fuck? I can't receive a ball. Was that the pick that? Oh my goodness! I should have been a pick. Where's my user? Boo boo.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I did. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
Play action. It's Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Buck Allen, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers offense.
I'm gonna go to game changer.
Their first possession of the second half, and they're not going to play this conservative. I don't think they had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, "All right, let's just settle for 3," except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, "Hey, let's get 3," right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Panthers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from them entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And the Ravens taking the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go out there right now?
This is Collins on the handoff. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Oh, my God. Hit it out. Here you go.
Jarred it loose.
Smacked it out.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's got Snead. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson on first down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On first and 10, it's Jackson dancing to his left.
I'm diving like a motherfucker.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away.
I'm diving like a motherfucker trying to get it.
Second down. A pretty good coverage there in both of these defenses. They've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Ravens on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. On third down, Jackson buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And now here come the Ravens. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive. And they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not
not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football.
You're 1 and 4, bitch. Shut up.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Allen here on the screen. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line.
You're 1 and 4.
26 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it
You're
because so many
1
parts
and 4.
come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out.
You're
the
1 and
back slipping out
4.
there, catching
Shut
the
the
football,
fuck
but
up.
all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mario Addison in there to get him for his second sack of the night. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
He needs better protection, that's for sure.
First
out to his left, and he'll get it down to the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because...
Like right there. What the fuck is going on with that? That's what I was talking about. Like, I did it again. Like, blood wide open again.
37 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting.
Go to bed! Hey,
Tucker now out to kick this
you got
one
score in
away.
the morning, bro. God damn.
Carolina getting set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends
what?
when you're
Man,
kneeling
what the
down
fuck
with
is wrong with you? Get your...
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
Why they not letting me step back?
About the 47-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now the former Oregon man. This is Kenyon Barber. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to maneuver. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Right back to him on first down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Throwing here, Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Greg Olsen, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he knocks it through. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Throwing now is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Panthers have recovered.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores. Pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Barner. And some space here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Newton's going to throw it. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Newton. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Two-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Get your asses
Charles,
out of
you
here.
know what coaches always tell us.
Go.
We want to
Lay
win
down.
our home games. That much we know. We want to
It's
protect
over.
our home turf. They got that done in this
Go.
one.
Exactly right.
Go to
When you start
bed.
a season,
Now.
everyone's goal. Win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
What up?
The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
Ugh. Hey, what's today's date? The 18th? I mean the 16th? Huh? Oh, okay. You gotta send it. Just gotta send it. You can get in the my broadcast, KD. What happened?
No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut, Mayday. Bubbles and these models are just popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on the sauce in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take my love. I just wanna be a boss. I feel like a boss right now. Talking to the man right now. Yeah, feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Shorty ought to been my, me, ooh, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left, yeah. Feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, down, there's no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life. Driven I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll toss it to Coleman. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
To throw is Ryan.
Oh, I thought I
and this
said
is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away.
Miles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 34.
So baby Grant start commenting on him and fucking touch the game. This ain't the same Madden. He's picking us like the other Madden.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette.
We ain't got time for that.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Room here to run. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. They'll run with Fournette. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
You eat noodles? Shit, I just got on. So tell on.
Lucy.
It was for my son. Dude, you been getting popping at him.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
They got one win. You 1-4 versus
perfection
me,
is
bro.
something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tech McKinley able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard.
All right.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense.
Who got the Jaguars?
None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting points. They didn't get them.
Saturday, I'll be back
come back now,
all
start
day.
over again, and grind it out.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, let's go.
Now Ryan on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback there to make the play defensively.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
No, any man, including Safari, the right back.
Throwing again, Ryan. And this is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
21.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan.
Oh, throw the ball. He's wide open.
Calais Campbell in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Let's go.
On the run, it's 4 and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to get him to set it down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Drill.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, now he pulls him over. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, there, that's a big day.
Loaded. Wake up. Wake up.
On second down, here's Boyd. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping it at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Read the bunt.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Fournette. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They come out here in the I. They'll go with a big back foot. They'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And he's able to put it through. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey,
you got to pull it.
Confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Get up!
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I can't press you.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams,
your fit is blitzing.
Ain't got shit to do with nothing else. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Duke Riley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
Green 80. 11. 11. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You hear the calls for a penalty,
but
I just don't think
care.
so.
I think in this situation,
the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded just inside the 20. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Let's go. Gun, gun, gun. Gun, gun, gun.
Come on, baby. Guys over there telling niggas play. Fuck. 2 down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
2 down
Hey,
side.
let's go. Hey, Tuesday.
Niggas telling niggas play.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator's relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let's go. 11B. Hey, check. 3 down.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Here's Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. He got 29 yards that time. On first down, Ryan. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
You got an extra coach over there.
It's easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given a little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Sunday.
Yeah, whatever. Shut the fuck up.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Here we go. Hey,
Now Bortles thinking twice about their offensive setup. He's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Giving you my plays. Oh, God.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Nice 39, Lucy.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You think it's a game.
And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Check. Green 80. Lucy.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Forced out. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Tack McKinley in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Back now in Jacksonville as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's pulled in at the 32. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Right, and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Let's go.
Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Man, how long is it going to be on the ground? Oh,
set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Bullshit right
They
there,
may have the
man.
edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Let's go, let's go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly.
Move the fucking ball.
Now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Telvin Smith coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Ryan back into his end zone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 44 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now Leonard Fournette, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Fournette, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First down now, but the clock continues to move. To throw is Bortles. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Takk McKinley able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
4 down. Lucy. And 54, Ricky. Check, 45
Bortles to throw. And that is incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Lucy.
Back to throw, Bortles. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Throwing now is Ryan. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's all up to the other Matty Ice, Matt Bryant now. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it's good. He got it.
Game time.
He missed his lone attempt earlier,
love
but
how
he
I
connects
fucking
when it matters
fight.
most.
You
And the
love
Falcons
how
are
I
gonna win the
fucking
game.
fight, bro. You love
Well, Charles,
how I
the old saying,
fucking
the
fight.
old cliche, if you will, points
You
at a
love
premium that
how I
certainly
fucking
applied
fight.
here, didn't it?
And that
You
almost like opened up a
love,
time
how I
capsule,
fight,
didn't
dude.
it? Old school football, low scoring, close game.
Dude.
What a way to finish it up.
Dude.
You loved it, didn't you?
Dude.
Loved
You
it.
love
Defense
how I fight, real.
Brought back the
Damn.
images of the game.
Why
of
do our
old.
games keep coming down to the wire, blood? What's going on? It's like the same. That thing coming down
So
to the
that's a
wire.
wrap for
I
Charles
had these
Davis.
negative
I'm Brandon
passing
Gaudin.
yards. Blood
And
was
this has
doing
been a
all rushing.
presentation of the
Had blood
NFL on
negative.
EA Sports. For more, check us out at
Had blood
EASports.com.
negative passing yards. Blood, come on.
With that, we sign off from
Passing
Jacksonville.
negative passing yards. You was passing. You was negative. Fuck. Fuck. Because you was loving it. You was loving the run. That's why. You thought you was going to keep having big hoes. All that. It's just. Hey, now I said go to sleep. You know, turn the TV going off. No, because you're not listening. Go to bed. I told you, you ain't fit to start that shit, bro. No, y'all going to sleep. Y'all know I will beat your motherfucking ass. Go to bed, like I told y'all to. Know what y'all think this is?
System. Hoping I ain't lose religion. Texting prayer hands. Hope the message sending. Know I've been blessed. I've been seeing profits. Mustard yellow shirts, louder than the broccoli, dancing in my chucks. Feeling that. You say to say the man got me. Can you hear me?
Of course, I'm gonna start using my weapons. Oh, hold on. I sent the shit to your bum ass, but you didn't respond. Hold on. Let me edit my defense real fast.
Man, it's too loud. Get me in your city, cause when I start spitting to touch a drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all. Can you hear me now? 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 Mama, dirty the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way.
I have to put that defense and shit out. Cause I can't have it.
Trust all the steps on my journey, 'cause I'll be okay. I know it's gotta hurt when you know you could have had a president. Guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school. Think I'm kinda kidding, but I still mean it. They've been trying to school me, but I've been a genius. Daddy looking more like home since I made moves. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Oh, you going with them? Okay. What color is you, Deuce? What color are you?
Hey, I ain't folding under pressure. I ain't switching for no.
I'm gonna wear my color red.
No copping, I ain't telling on
All
my
white.
bros. Ain't no, but don't push me. Fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up. Gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a. Welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanna me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. I was by the stove. Big
Giannis, I said go to bed.
Do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone. He said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down. Soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure. I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down.
in there, Johnny. I got a rookie for you.
At the 21-yard line. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Roethlisberger rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And he's brought down. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Up to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And Boswell missed it. Missed it to the right. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Good D.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. On 1st down, Wentz. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Come on now, come on now, let's go.
On play action, Wentz. And he's got the veteran here. It's Mike Wallace. Touchdown! Philadelphia.
We gone.
Mike Wallace.
We gone.
43 yards.
We gone.
And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
He ain't no 1 and 3. This nigga, Blood had lost 5 games to me. Blood is 1 and 5. Blood 1 and 5. Bitch, you just lost it again to me. You 1 and 5. I'm 5 and 1 versus you, buddy. Get it straight. I'm 5 and 1.
on second down, it's Bell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Dobbs to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now it's a giant. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Greg. Porky, 82 Porky.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They're going to run. It's Sproles. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Doug Pedersen's guys come up empty here on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They'll start out on the ground with Bell.
All right, do I keep doing that? My nigga's in the axle every time.
And he's brought down after a good gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got room.
That boy got so much wiggle. Oh, God, he got wiggle.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 50 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Well, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Let's go. Man 5-7.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback.
And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Tyler Matakevich coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down.
81.
Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Dobbs now on second down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ohio, flex round.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Open.
They didn't even give me the pick.
Complete.
Man, get going pick, Vic.
20-yard line. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. From the shotgun. Here's Dobbs. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon Graham able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Flex round! Flex round!
Dobbs. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They run again with a giant.
Oh, they let me hit the whole
not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Right there. Oh. Let's go. Great.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses It's understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field, whether if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
An Eagle 1st down there, Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Sunday. Run. 82. Check. Drag him.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh,
and the
why
lane
you
closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
82.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down.
Sunday. Liz. 81. Run. Black.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. And he connects with Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Run. Black. 81. Black. Lion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
You don't want no problem with me. On the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. Sproles lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll run it now out of the gun. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
On 2nd down, Dobbs. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
There's a man they call AB, always a volume receiver. He gobbles up catches. Holds a number 2 and number 4 spots for most receptions in a season in NFL history. And in 2015, just 7 catches shy of setting the single-season mark for most receptions, currently held by Marvin Harrison, a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he had 136 catches that year on the heels of 129 the season before. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. Being chased, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go.
They run with Ajayi. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The veteran Morgan Burnett there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll toss it to Ajayi. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 49. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Ajayi. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Let's go. We got 3.
Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from the 20. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it with Bell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Nate Gehring.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here's Bell. And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. It worked.
Wentz to throw.
Oh,
and incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
It's Pumphrey on the toss. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
I just adjust, dude. You don't know this.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 1st and 10, Downs. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now a desperation throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
Flex round! Flex round!
Can't fuck with me, man. 6-1.
And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right.
Holler at y'all tomorrow. Mr. 6-1.